What's up, friends, and welcome in. It is Chris Welsh here, and we are talking trades today on Fantasy Pros, as we do. But no sells. We're just buying today. Here are 5 players that are on the top of my mind that I'm trying to acquire for all different reasons. Levels of performance, of course. These are players that I really think have sustainability through the rest of the season. So we'll walk together, we'll see what we got, and I'll be looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say. But first, let's talk about this. This episode on Fantasy Pros is brought to you by MOVA Globes. Powered by not magic, but powered by science. Magnets and solar cells are activated when light hits it, and then the globe starts to rotate. There's no cords, there's no batteries, it's just MOVA Globes. They're also powered by Major League Baseball, because yes, I've got an Arizona Diamondback MOVA Globe. They've got all 30 teams. They've even got a commemorative Texas Rangers World Series globe that you can get in on right now. Plus, they've got the actual Earth. We've got asteroids, even the moon. You can discover the world in motion with MOVA Globes. Use code FANTASY10 for 10% off any of the 6-inch or 8.5-inch MOVA Globes today. That's FANTASY10 for 10% off. Don't miss out on your chance to get a one-of-a-kind MOVA Globe. It's time. Let's get into it. We're talking about 5 players that are on my mind to trade for. Watch the video, and then at the end, we're going to prompt you to give us your thoughts in the comments. So make sure you are subscribed. You got notifications on. Let's go. First up, we are trading for Royals third baseman Maikal Garcia. On the season, hitting .263, pretty solid, 5 homers, and 13 stolen bases. But Maikal Garcia is coming off of a May. He scored the 4th most runs of any player. As well, the underlying profile has just been there for Garcia a majority of the season. He has a higher expected batting average than his current batting average. It's a .278 expected, which is the best of his career. A 44.4% hard hit rate as I record this, which is great, especially when it's only a 5.8 barrel percentage. But last season, hit an over 50% hard hit rate with low barrel. So he is improving. His consistent hard hit rates are also improving. But maybe more important, really low strikeout rate, only 16% K percentage with a 6.7 walk percentage. That is going to allow him, the walk percentage and the lack of strikeouts with a good batting average, to get on base and do what we love, steal some bases. He's got a pretty good batting average across all different pitch types. .230 against fastballs, but .274 and .393 against off-speed pitches. Not whiffing a ton and having pretty good EVs, at least against the fastball while he's struggling. And that is a key marker. 92 average exit velocity against fastballs that he's only hitting .230 against. That is equaling out to a .278 expected batting average against. So yes, nerd alert, but once this starts to restabilize, you could see a higher batting average with maybe better power numbers. Worst case scenario, if he keeps pace, you're looking at a 15-30 player who maybe scores 100 runs. Maikal Garcia still isn't seen in the light of where he could end up being a top 5-round fantasy player, so go buy him for exponentially cheaper. Number 2, we're actually going to get into a future trade speculation with Rockies third baseman Ryan McMahon. McMahon's having a great year. He's hitting .284 with the Rockies with 10 homers, a .371 OBP, near the tippy top for him. On top of it, the underlying things are telling us another great story. Career high hard hit percentage, 55%. That's one of the best in the league, top 3 percentile. His Ks have lowered from last year. He's walking more. He's hitting the ball on average better, and a career high barrel percentage. Barrel percentage and hard hit are a perfect marriage for a great hitting profile. Now, he is in trade speculation and could get traded, and you go, but Welsh, take him out of Colorado. Fun fact, he's hitting around .250 at home while hitting over 300 on the road, and he has an even split of home run totals. So if you can take this profiled Ryan McMahon, put him on a good offense, you could see RBI and run numbers pop up. You put him in a decent hitting environment, those power numbers could still be there. You could go 25 to 30 on the power in a decent environment. His hitting profile seems pretty sustainable. He has a 91 or higher average exit velocity against every single pitch type with pretty low whiff percentages outside of some breaking stuff. So McMahon may have taken offensive profile corner. Buy him now before he goes off to a really great team and people start to catch on. Number 3, actually going to be kind of a weird one because I won't be able to sell you on some of the stuff I usually do. We're going to New York Yankees shortstop Anthony Volpe. Now, Volpe is just having a great season. 6 homers, 11 stolen bases, while hitting .284 with a .352 OBP. Obviously a better average than last year, an exponentially better OBP than last year, and part of that is also from him cutting down his strikeouts. But here's the oddity to it. A lot of his profile is actually not telling a great story. This might seem like a sell. And to be fair, it could be, even though I'm telling you buy, there could be a sell nature in him. This is part of the reason. Yahoo's algorithm has him as around a top 30 overall player. But my argument to it is this version of Volpe is relatively sustainable. Even though he's barreling less than he did last year, his hard hit numbers are not quite as much as they were last year. But you have a lowered strikeout rate, a good walk rate. You have an average hard hit rate that is about the same, and he is demolishing fastballs this year, which also really not hitting anything under 250 against any pitch type. So while some of the major metrics actually tell you, top 30 Volpe, maybe you should trade him, I think you can hold because I think there's a very good possibility Volpe is going to rattle off what looks similar to Rookie of the Year season Bobby Witt Jr. 30 plus stolen bases, 20 plus home runs with a New York Yankee team where he is going to score tons of runs and RBIs might be a decent spot. He's moving up in the lineup. 100 plus runs is in the future. And while some people might be scared of what that Baseball Savant underlying page looks like, I actually want to buy, especially for anybody that doesn't believe that Anthony Volpe is a top 50 player. So try as you might, this may not be the easiest one because those are still some good numbers and he is a Yankee. But if I can, I do like buying Volpe right now. Number 4 on the list is really one of my absolute favorites, and it really hasn't gone in the opposite direction where we can't buy him yet. It's Josh Naylor, first baseman with the Guardians. Now, why can you not buy him? 15 homers. That makes it a little bit difficult. Why can you? The other stuff, pretty much. 227 batting average. We're into June, and he's hitting 227. So that's going to have to be the real selling point. The problem is the homers have been there in droves so far. It's looking very Kyle Schwarber-esque, but the profile exponentially better with Josh Naylor. That under 230 batting average is supported with a 277 expected batting average. That is the second highest of Naylor's career. He's actually lining back into last year. Got a career best launch angle, 13.6. A career best barrel percentage. It's got into the double digits at 11.1%. The best hard hit percentage of his career at 44.7, while also striking out only 16% of the time and having an almost 10% walk rate. The batting average struggles are going to bounce back because he has one of the league's lowest and worst BABIP numbers at 205. A week ago, he had the second worst BABIP in all of baseball. So that will equate to some positive regression because, by the way, he had a 326 BABIP. The batting average will come up while you're also seeing big home run totals. Josh Naylor, the best may still be yet to come. He is a buy. And last up on the trades, let's go to Toronto for first baseman, maybe third baseman, Vlad Guerrero Jr. Hitting .291 on the year, thumbs up. .388 OBP, big thumbs up. But only 5 homers, big thumbs down. Frustration from many people that this version of Vlad does not click. That 2021 version is just still not there. But this version of Vlad has all the makings for that bigger breakout. Currently, the best hard hit numbers of his career are happening right now. 59.3. The best walk rate he has ever had, 13.2. The second best average exit velocity, 94.3. On average, he hits the ball. And the second best barrel rates. A lot of these, by the way, are relative to the 2021 season. What's amiss? He's not getting the ball in the air. 5.6 degree launch angle. That is the third worst of his career. So that is a big blatant change that needs to happen. But I'm giving you a profile that is upper echelon of all players, of all hitters. And there's one major fix. Maybe I'm Pollyanna about it, but I feel like that is something that is obtainable and fixable when He is absolutely destroying the baseball, hitting it hard, barreling it up. The summer months will come. The ball will start to fly, as will the big stats for Vlad. The average is good, so I don't know what a discount looks like, but if you look at projections, the Bat X, as a matter of fact, still has him hitting 18 homers rest of season, which would get him around the mid-20s. That's not even accounting for maybe a big breakout the rest of the season to get to 30. I don't know what a buy looks like, but the counting stats, they're not fantastic, and I will buy any nice big discount I get on Vlad because I think the best is yet to come. And there you go, friends. Those are the 5 players that I'm trading for. What do you think? In the comments, who's your favorite of this list that you're trading for? Who are you terrified to trade for that I put in? Or, as always, who are you guys trading for? Put them in the comments. Create the community in the comments section. Let us know who you guys are trading for and help some people out. Give some people some advice. Hopefully what we're doing here, I hope you guys are enjoying these and these have helped. If you're looking for more help, check out my playbook on FantasyPros. Yes, because we've got the trade analyzer. All the things we're talking about here, you can take these players, put them in the trade analyzer, and see what it has to say. Plus, there's a ton more information. Waiver assistant, lineup assistant. Go and check it out today. Download the My Playbook app on your app store. You can also check it out also on FantasyPros. Shout out to Mova Globes, our friends over at Mova Globes again for sponsoring the video. Promo code FANTASY10 to get 10% off your Mova Globe. Go and check it out today. Mova Globes, Fantasy10, the link below. Thank you guys as always for hanging out. You can find me on Twitter at IsItTheWelsh. Check out Monday through Friday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern for Leading Off. It's Joe Pisapia and myself talking fantasy baseball with you, so make sure you're there. And the best way to do it is make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Put on notifications so you're notified when we go live or whenever we do these great videos. Thank you guys as always for hanging out. Talk to you next time right here on Fantasy Pros.